Hey guys, welcome to a new video. I just want to show you how I'm dealing with the current Memory of Chaos. Even though I still only have one healer. Yeah, we are still running one healer. But yeah, I got pretty far. I'm currently stuck at stage 8. This one is quite tough, because high levels, very annoying bosses, and the weaknesses are so bad for what I have. I just do not have a good wind breaker, unfortunately, so I feel like I'm kind of stuck here. But besides that, pretty satisfied with what we got. Triple start pretty much every other challenge so far. And let's get into the stage 7. I want to quickly show you how it works, how I'm doing this with only one healer and still getting all 3 of the stars. So for the first one, I see Quantum and Physical Weakness, so we are probably using our usual Welt and Seele setup for this. So Welt, Seele, let's do Pella and Natasha. And for the second team, we are using our lightning damage setup with Tingyuan, Qingyuan, March 7th, and Trailblazer. Yep, no healer in that one, but we are going to be fine. No worries. Okay, so we want to debuff a lot, so we are starting right off the bat with, yeah, we are doing Welt's technique here, and then I'll start the fight with Seele and her technique. It should give us quite a nice advantage in the beginning with a lot of, you know, imprisonment and other debuff fun. Let's see. Yeah, this guy is probably more annoying, so let's shoot this guy. Just trying to gather a bunch of skill points right now. Let's see if we can slow someone with the belt. There we go. And now time to clean up the trash with our Seele here. So quite honestly, the first bunch of dudes here shouldn't be too tough. Let's just get quickly through it. I'm trying to get as many ultimates ready for the second part of the battle as I can. Because that's always a great advantage if, you know, like new enemy spawns and you can immediately like defense break them or imprison them with like the, you know, like I'm doing it with the Pella ult and the Welt ultimate. Works quite well. Okay, here we go, starting with Pella's ultimate immediately. So every single enemy gets defense broken. Now Welt's ultimate. And yeah, the enemies are already quite screwed at this point. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, one-shotting both of these guys. Pretty nice. Now we just have to deal with this one. That should be totally fine. So yeah, if you've seen any of my previous runs, or previous videos about the Memory of Chaos, not too much has changed in my teams. But we did get a bunch of new upgrades, basically. I reached a new equilibrium level, so we can finally get some characters to level 80. Which is kind of tough though, as a mostly free-to-play player. So I only focused on basically getting my carries, which are Seele and Qingyuan. I got those 2 to level 80. I also leveled up the Trailblazer to level 80 because it's just a cool character. I like the Trailblazer. So yeah. But yeah, for all of the other ones, I just kept them at level 70. Most of the main characters I use in my teams, I did ascend them, but you know, I basically ascended them so I can get the new Trace ability, but I kept them at level 70 because it's just, it is so much of like experience, items and credits that you need to level up a character to 80. It's insane. So you know, it's good for the carries, but I don't think it's too important on like you know, debuffers or buffers. So I just keep them at level 70 for now. The Ascension, however, is worth it in my opinion, simply because you get like this one additional trace that is quite nice for a lot of people. So yeah, just a little hint if you're still wondering about how the fuck am I supposed to do this. I cannot get every single one to 80. Ascend them, but you know, don't force yourself to level every single character up to level 80. It is not that important. Okay, so here's the final round for this first battle here. I do want to concentrate on the Guardian Shadow because she's kind of annoying. I really hate when she's like, oh yeah, well, now you're not allowed to use any skills and now you're not allowed to attack me. So yeah, definitely trying to take out that one first. The one on the right, he can, yeah, he can deal some heavy damage, but I'm not too worried about him. So the whole idea about this setup is basically that, you know, we want Seele to do as much damage as possible while we are delaying the enemy's turns with Veld, and we are debuffing the defense with Pella, so Seele does even more damage. It's a very simple setup, but it works amazingly well. If the enemies don't get as many turns, you also do not really need a preservation character. So that's why it works with only a healer. Okay, let me quickly check. Yeah, okay, so this Molten buff, yeah, we can dispel that with Pella's skill here. There we go. No attack buff for you. Haha. Yeah, you gotta keep in mind that Pella can actually remove buffs from enemies, which can be very, very amazing. I feel like a lot of people don't really remember that a lot. Like, you can even remove the revive buff from those Tianzhou enemies. So you can basically remove the buff with Pella and then they don't revive, which is pretty nice. Okay, so the annoying one is done. Only gotta kill this guy. Let's... okay. Gotta be a bit careful about my Pella here. I'm a bit worried about him. Okay, there we go. His action has been delayed. Yeah, we should be fine. We should be fine. I'll just... yeah. Gotta make sure that I have one skill point for healing Pella. One more defense debuff. There you go. Good sir. Okay. And boom, big heal. Almost all back to full. Ooh, nice crit. Okay, so that's it for the first part. Second part. Okay, let's of course use some techniques here. This one, hers. Actually, we can use all of them. Yeah, we can actually use all of them here. All five points. Let's go. Ooh, okay, that's a nice start. So yeah, this secondary team of mine has actually become a lot better. You will see. It's actually amazing. I actually finally spent some energy on getting a bunch of better relics for my Jingyuan. And he's, yeah, you're about to see what he does. It's kind of nice. And boom! Using the ultimate, of course, after he's using the skill, because when he uses the skill, he gets a crit rate buff. I think it's 10% for the next round. So basically, you know, we're doing the ultimate after we get that buff to you know, have a higher chance of critting. That's what that was about. And yeah, I always like to showcase this team. So I came up with this, well, I was kind of forced to come up with this because the game wasn't nice enough to me to give me a second healer. I do not own Bailu. She would actually be amazing in this team, by the way. Triple lightning. But yeah, I only have Natasha, So we have to do this with a double tank setup. The way this works is that my Trailblazer of Fire, he has insane defense. Like, his defense is at about, I think, 3.2k or something like that. So he basically does not take any damage. And I'm actually not using a taunt light cone on him. I'm using the simulated universe light cone on him. But I am using March as a combo with him. Because her shield, when she shields someone, it actually is basically like a taunt. So when she puts a shield on the Trailblazer, not only does he take even less damage, he basically never gets hurt at all, but he also has a higher chance of getting targeted by the enemies. So that's actually amazing. This is how I make this work without a healer. And yeah, as you can see, oh my god, dude. I love the Ting Yuan combo. It's amazing. Those two work so well together. Keeping my ultimate for when this guy spawns his minions. That seemed pretty smart. I'll probably. Okay, that's kinda. It's kinda bad. I'll not get my 6 stacks on the Lightning Lord. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work out. That's okay though. It's okay. It's not too much of an issue here. I might have misplayed my rotation here a tiny bit with Ting Yuan, but that's fine. I really want those small ones to die. Let's kill this guy. The other one is going to die anyway from the Lightning Lord. Okay, using the shield on Ting Yuan here to get rid of the debuff. The dot is kind of annoying. I'm always a bit hesitant on using the shields on any characters besides tanks because of the mentioned taunt. I think it only works if the ally is above 30% HP or something like that. So basically, if you have a shield on them while they are below 30% HP, I might be wrong about the percentage here, but it's something like that. They do not actually get the increased taunt value. So that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, since you can actually dispel debuffs with the Shield of March, I decided to do it here. To get rid of this 5-stack debuff on Ting Yuan. Yeah, this is kind of a fun team setup. I really like this one. Because you basically have these two pairs, right? You have Ting Yuan and Jing Yuan, and she's basically supporting him to do his stuff. And then you have March 7th and the Trailblazer, and she's basically supporting him to do his stuff, you know? It's kinda cool. I like it. It's fun to see, fun to play. I gotta admit, I was actually, like, at the beginning when I started to play this game, I thought March was actually kind of a shitty character. Now I'm realizing how good she actually is. She's actually, in my opinion, she's one of the most powerful 4-star characters they even have in the game. Like, she has just some amazing value with her skill set. Especially when you unlock some of her additional traces and stuff. Those shields are so good. The freeze that you can apply on the enemies, especially with the ultimate, is amazing. The counter attacks she does are actually quite... Look at this. Counter attack, broken, frozen. Just amazing. She's a really good character. She has definitely redeemed herself in my view. I believe if you get her to Eidolon 6, she also has a heal on her shield, which makes it even better. So that's something to look out for as well. Okay, so that's it. As you can see, not too much trouble here. It was pretty straightforward. 27 cycles remaining. And that's a triple star for you. Okay, let me quickly show you guys how my characters are built. I'm going to go quickly through these light cones, traces, relics, and stats. If you want to check, anything specific, feel free to pause at any point. I heard you can do that with videos on the internet. But yeah, as you can see, most of the stuff I'm using is nothing too crazy. I do not actually own a single a banner light cone. I'm just using whatever, whatever works. Like even on Sailor, like I see that most people have, her banner light cone on her. But yeah, I wasn't quite as lucky. I still do have a 5-star light cone on her though, so, I'm making it work. I'm making it work somehow. Yeah, you'll probably notice that, especially on my 2 tank characters, on Trailblazer and March, I have some quite amazing relics. Because I just think that preservation characters, these tank characters, they are really important for Memory of Chaos. I mean, I literally just showed you how basically I have 2 tank characters in the team and I don't need a healer. That's so big, that's so huge. And that only works because my Trailblazer has such amazing defense. Like he doesn't take any damage. He doesn't need a healer because he doesn't take any damage. So yeah. I'm a bit sad about the blue boots here on March. I feel bad for her. But I never found like a good pair of shoes for her with speed on it as a base stat. So she's using blue speed boots. But hey, it works. It puts her above 120, so it's all cool. And yeah, those are the characters I've been using here. As you can see, nothing too crazy, but we are making it work. Okay, thank you so much for watching, guys.